Last time on Lawful Stupid, you guys all just made it to the 8th level of this mine, and it was in disarray.
Should we just walk further into the cavern?
Yeah.
Cool.
From that tunnel, a covered cart comes around a bend between you guys. It's a cacophony of like arms and legs and body parts of miners, and they are like soaked with blood. There's like bite marks, scratch marks. It is an assembly of body parts. You guys continue down, and Gus, there's 2 Geosplam that come running down the tunnel, and they are full on sprint, all 4 legs. Like, they're not just running, they are on all 4, beastly, running toward you guys. It isn't until they're kind of up close that the whole party kind of sees them, but Gus, you're the first to notice the look on their face. Their mouths are like unnaturally turned upwards into a smile, and their eyes are pretty vacant as they rush towards you guys.
I'm going to put my body between myself and the party and say, Tui Tui Defuye!
And that's where we're going to roll initiative. All right, so we're coming back into combat, and the last space we were at is that May went ham on this thing that was attacking Gus and stabbed it in the back. So next up in the rotation is going to be not the monster that's on you, but the monster, the Geosplam that was 30 feet out. So it's going to rush up, and I mean, it sees May. It sees May as the target, right? May's in between her and its buddy and Gus. So it's going to run up to you, and instead of like leaping on you, like they have been doing, it kind of like slides to a stop, and its jaw kind of you hear it kind of break a little. And it gets unnaturally wide, and it's going to attempt to make a big bite out of you. Do me a strength saving throw.
Roll anything that says +3.
Yeah, if you look in the top left-hand corner where it says STR, there's a +3 button. If you press that, it will roll.
She did it. Really it just took slow. A second. Yeah.
Oh.
She's on like a Chromebook situation kind of deal. It's taking a long time to load the dice rolling animation on D&D Beyond.
Sorry.
I think you can turn that off. But I see your roll. I pulled it up, and it actually pulls up your roll pretty quickly on my side.
Perfect.
Great. I can't see it on mine for like a minute.
You got a
That's
13.
Why I can't. Thank you.
You're welcome. So
it's not the internet, I promise.
There you go.
No, yeah, I'm not saying it is, because
I'm talking to chat. Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. Clearly it registered it because I have it on my side, so it happened on the server side. It makes sense that it's Chromebook and the animations, which I think you can turn off, but that's neither here nor there for now. So with a 13, that is a fail. So it clamps down onto your back, and you are going to actually be relatively okay, it looks like. Maybe we're wrong. We'll see.
Ominous mumbles from the DM screen.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, so you're gonna take All right. You're going to take 10 piercing damage as it bites into you. And while it's bit into you, you are effectively grappled. So what that basically means, Kayla, is you can't move. And if this thing moves with you, it can pull you around. And in order to break the grapple, this thing either needs to get forced away from you, or you need to use your action to say, like, I want to break the grapple, and then you can contest it.
Understood. Should be noted that I'm screaming out for Gus while this happens.
Gus!
Oh.
Gus, what?
So...
All right, so it bites onto you, it latches on, and that's its turn. Darling, you are up, and the scene before you is Gus, who has one of these things like clambered onto it, and then you've got May behind it with a knife, no, I'm not fucking letting go of this knife in its back, this dagger in its back. And then there's another one who's got this big unhinged jaw and has taken a huge bite out of the back of May. Like, I think it's like got that gun in its jowls, but it's trying to hold on to her.
Yeah, don't like this. So she's just gonna go in, like fingers spread apart, and her nails grow longer. And I would like to use Primal Savagery on the one on May, please and thank you.
So one more time, what is Primal Savagery that you cast on May?
You channel primal magic to cause your teeth or your fingernails to sharpen, ready to deliver a corrosive attack. Make a melee spell attack against one of the creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target takes 1d10, but at this level, 2d10 acid damage.
Perfect. So you rush up on that and attack it with your claws.
Yes,
roll your
please.
attack.
That is a 21.
We'll say that hits.
Perfect. And that will be 10 acid damage.
Yeah, and so you hit this thing, and let me tell you, it recoils in pain as you bring these acid claws across it. And you did hit the one that was clammed onto May, right?
Yes.
It actually lets go. It takes such pain. You can tell that, like, that attack was really effective. It really coiled up from that hit.
So,
What else you got?
She'll be like that, May, and then fucking Bardic Inspiration die for her too. Please and thank you.
All right.
real quick, if it has now, like, gotten off of me and ungrappled me, could I take, like, an attack of opportunity? How does, I don't know how D&D works.
It wouldn't
Can I
have been
just
voluntary
slice it?
movement.
It didn't move. It just let go of you. So now on your turn, you're able to move fully, but it didn't, like, move away from you.
And any movement that's involuntary doesn't ever prompt an attack of opportunity. So if you, like, throw a guy across the
Unless
room,
it
you can't
says
be like,
otherwise.
we all hit him!
Unless the ability says otherwise, yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. Darling, that's your turn. Next up, it's going to be the monster that's between Gus and May. And it's going to turn
Isn't
around.
this the one that's on my
May.
back?
No, it's like on your front. It like jumped on your front. Because like I said, it's kind of like a bear hug.
But
on the
it's
front
the one
of you.
it's the one that attacked me last, is what I mean.
Yes, exactly. So it now it's got the knife in its back, and it hears the scream of its fellow thing. It turns around. You of course hold your dagger, right? Like you don't lose or anything. It turns around, and it's gonna make a succession of attacks against you. So we'll just roll those two. That one hits. The other one does not for sure. So you're gonna take one hit. Ooh, no. Oh, I rolled on the wrong thing. Oh well. You're gonna take. That's a weird angle. You're gonna take 12 piercing damage as this thing takes a bite out of you. Alright. And that's what it does for its turn. It just tries to take 2 bite attacks. And next you're going to have Gus.
I think Gus is going to just very calmly let go. You bite my fucking wife! I bite you, fucker! And I'm gonna use Primal Savagery.
Just gonna go ahead and use Primal Savagery as well, but mine's gonna be a bite attack, so I'm gonna grow the big long fangs dripping with acid and give him the old chomp.
Yep. All right. Roll an attack.
That is a 21.
It hits.
And that's 15 acid damage.
So this thing recoils in pain, and it almost shrinks. It's like muscles curl up, and it gets as small as it can be. And you can tell that attack was extremely effective.
What's going to happen is, for the rest of my turn, I'm going to use all 30 of my movement. I'll prompt whatever attacks of opportunity I need to. I'm just going to go around him in a circle, just all around his movement, and the entire time I'm going to be using my free speech. Just be like, you fucking stay down! You don't touch my wife! You don't touch my wife!
Okay. You're going to take 1 attack of opportunity going around him from the other one.
That's fair.
But it misses. Entirely. You're too big. You're almost like a Tasmanian devil, like fucking spinning around, like just this big cacophony of noise and movement that it just can't find purchase on you.
He lunges at me, and I just take my hand full on in his face and like stiff arm shove him.
Yeah,
like,
you mom hand him back.
You don't bite my wife! No biting my wife!
Yep. Okay. Anything else in your turn, Gus?
No, I'm tapped out. I use my movement. I use all 30 feet of it. I used my free action. I'm all spent.
Quick editing note. Ginge has edited out some trash content that we had generated, but we did retool Ginge's effects, so just bear with us as you kind of hear the change as he plays his music and stuff like that. So that's my little DM note, and back into it. We do come up on Cassiel's turn, and currently you have the song Uplifting Motif targeted on Gus. So do you want to keep that song or change that song?
I think...
'Cause that's your decision each turn.
I think probably for the moment I'm going to leave it. I think I'm gonna bust out a harmony, and that's
okay.
Harm-ONY. A little more aggressive than the ones you're thinking of.
And so, Jen, real quick note, you can change songs. The other thing you can do instead of casting harmony is change whether it's a single target or group target.
Oh, you're right.
Each turn. So if you're like uplifting motif, well, instead of it targeting Guts, I want to target everybody. You can do that as your choice, but then you can't cast harmony.
And what was the multi-group effect again?
Everybody gets 3 temp HP.
Everybody gets 3 temp HP. Okay.
It takes away the damage resistance. So, do you still want to cast harmony on one of these?
I think I want to cast harmony on the Giswam that Darling attacked.
Yeah, the Giswam. All right, cool. That's
Giswam?
the one. Yeah, Giswam. I know it's a weird one. So yeah, that one that Darling attacks. So what it needs to do is a Wisdom saving throw. What is your... your DC would be +2, +3, so 13. Because we just gave you +2s across the board. So let's roll against that. That feels... Yeah, you can use it every turn. Yeah, so it succeeded.
It's either really good or really bad. Yeah.
There's no effect. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking it feels kind of lame, but cantrips are the same way that it's like all or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, save or suck.
Yep, save or suck. So unfortunately, it did resist your harmony, but maybe next turn. Top of the ladder is going to be May.
I step away and I'm ungrappled right now, so I don't have to use an action
you are not grappled.
to like. Cool.
Nope.
I want to go back to shooting them.
Okay.
So I'd like to shoot the one closest to me.
Okay. Shane, correct me if I'm wrong. Disadvantage if you're right next to it, right? Or does that not apply?
Let me double check. It's not so much the firearm; it is the feat that I need to check. Being within 5 feet of the house creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls.
Okay, good. So you're good to go. Yeah. Do you want to attack the one?
You can blast
Darwin attack.
Her blunderbuss only has like it's like the effective range is like 15, 60. It's only like good at short range.
So I got an 11.
Yeah, that's not going to connect.
I'm going to shoot again.
Uh-huh.
And I got 25.
Yeah, that one's going to hit. Yeah, for sure.
Alright. And it hits for 7.
Yeah, 7.
11?
So you
Sorry, I spoke
11.
too soon.
No,
I just added the
you're
best. My best.
No, you're good. So you definitely hit it. It does 11 damage. And it start. And now, did you shoot the one that Gus attacked or the one that Darling attacked?
The one that Darling attacked.
Okay, so the one that would. Yeah. Okay. So you hit it, and I just need to know for math. Yeah, it recoils in pain. You can start to see it. The lot of you can start to see that it's like labored breathing. But they are still fanatically hungering for you. With these weird upward, like forced smiles that they have. Repaired game state, and I hate to call you out on this, baby, but I don't want to be like a cheater pumpkin eater. On your first attack roll, you rolled a 2, which is a misfire for your blunderbuss. So your weapon actually jammed, and you wouldn't be able to shoot it the second time.
No, I'm glad you let me know. I didn't realize. I thought that they were just getting our goat in the Discord, but I didn't realize.
Yeah, the blunderbuss is like good damage, but it does have a misfire roll of 2. So you roll a 1 or a 2, it gets jammed. So, here's what I'll do for Baby's First DM or Baby's First D&D. I'm going to say that the jam is the second attack. So go ahead and enjoy your damage, but the gun is jammed. You're going to have to repair it. You're going to have to go through that process, but it's on the second attack. I'm not going to take that away from you.
Sick.
Second wind.
Okay.
I just coughed. I just had to cough. What Shane doesn't know is his next character, or Gus, is gonna suffer a horrible cough for the next 3 episodes. She's new. She doesn't know what second wind means, Dwayne. No, duh. I'm having fun. I'm not actually gonna do it, but that would be a good callback to your. That would be a callback to the wolf claw. Yep. And sins of my youth made Devin be muted. Your character can't speak for the next hour. I gave him a stutter, and you know it. Yeah, that's right. It was a stutter. That's right.
Okay, I use second wind. I get 1d10 plus 5, which is 5 plus 5, so 10.
Nice. You restore 10 HP. Good. Only because I know you took some hits, and I love you, baby.
I love you too, baby.
All right. Cool. Next up is going to be the monster that Darling attacked. And it's gonna turn on Darling, and it's gonna make a singular bite attack. Oops, wrong one, but it misses. I fucking was on the character sheet. Yeah, so it misses. So you're good.
It tried, nerd.
Yep.
Get good.
Get good.
Darling just backs up
next
2 middle
is
fingers.
Darling.
I'm gonna just claws again, please and thanks. That worked really well last time.
They seem effective.
They seem effective.
Sorry, what are you doing again? Oh, the
Primal
claws. Yeah.
savageries.
Roll your
Back
attack.
to claws. 19.
19? Yeah, that hits.
And that will be 6 acid.
So yeah, you hit it, and it almost drops to a knee. It's not prone or anything, but it is not great. Next up is going to be the other Geoswarm that's in between May and Gus. Gus, I'm gonna assume you ended in your original position.
Yes,
when you
30
ran
feet
around in
around.
circles. Okay, so this one is actually going to, seeing that its compatriot is starting to like really feel worse for wear. It is actually going to move to get next to Darling, which Shane will give you an attack of opportunity. Just the way it's laying out. Because it's been kind of crazy. So it's going to move that way. So feel free to take that attack.
Yes, I'm going to use my Shunt Shingle Strike in the action.
Okay,
Been a while since I used this one.
that's right.
20 as I shoot my Shunt Shingle.
Okay.
What a dumb sentence! Like shoot my Shunt Shingle.
Yeah, and how much damage does it do?
It does 12 piercing.
Yeah, so this like almost like bone-esque, scale-esque shard flies out and hits this thing in the back. And it screams as it rushes towards Darling. And it's going to make an attack against Darling. And these things are feral at best, right? If that makes sense. They're like kind of jittery and moving and feral. And it is going to successfully hit you. I assume with a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you are going to take 20 force damage.
20.
So as it takes a big bite out of you, you feel like the physical pain. Yeah, that's not great. The sheer exhaustion and draw of magical energy that's pulled from you, that's what really hurts.
And the emotional betrayal of just your friend here in this moment.
And you should note that you see it kind of gets stronger after it gets that bite out of you. Like it feels almost like invigorated.
Cool.
Next up is Gus.
The one that just bit Darling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm excuse me, everybody, cover your ears. To say, you fucking bite my sister, I fucking bite you. You don't bite my fucking sister. And
Good luck, Ginge.
And then I will go ahead and make my primal savagery attack. I've rolled a 16. Now, before you tell me whether or not that hits, Dwayne, I'm going to add a D8 to it.
Well, okay. Yeah, because I don't tell you the result.
That's the way it works. A 16 is iffy.
Yeah, that's
I'm being honest here. 21.
Yeah, that connects.
That is 9 acid damage, sir.
You hit this thing, and it should be noted that it takes the damage, but before, when it was recoiling and like, it doesn't have that same reaction. It almost feels like a normal attack against it, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
All right. What else you got?
I have got, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit. So I call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. My nature spirit looks like a big cauldron of stew, and it's like bubbling, and it's like a delicious aroma fills the area.
Beef stew, got it.
It's literally a beast stew because it has to look like a transparent beast. Get it? So it's basically just going to be whenever any creature starts their turn in its area, or whenever a creature moves through its space on their turn, and I'm going to position it in Darling's space.
Okay, what's the range on it?
It's 60 feet.
Oh, well, I just mean when it moves in its area. So if it's...
You have to literally move through it. So on your turn, you have to move through its space, and as part of moving through its space, it heals you for a d6. Or if you start your turn in its space, like Darling will on her turn.
Yep. All right, cool. I love the description of it. A beast cauldron. All right. Now it is Cassiel's turn.
Okay. Sorry, what were the effects of the cauldron? I'm so sorry. The cauldron that Gus just put down?
Space, you can get a heal if you need the heal.
Chinge, you don't need to worry about it. You ain't got HP.
Well, you do.
Not the person I'm worried about. Okay.
So Darling will get a heal when she starts her turn.
Yeah, there you go, Dwayne. You see me.
Yep.
I think what I'm going to do is I am going to switch the song that's playing right now. I'm going to switch it to... I realize these probably shouldn't be called songs, but they're more like performance stances or something along those lines.
They're melodies.
This is lyrical alacrity, right?
Yep.
And I am going to cast it on Darling, single target, which, if my notes are right, and they probably aren't, that means that Darling can use an extra bonus action. Is that what we decided on?
She can use her bonus action to make another attack.
Okay. So I'm going to change up. You hear the music shift, you hear it change, and then you hear Cassiel say, I've grown tired of these monsters. And that's it.
And so, Darling, you, as on your turn, you can use your bonus action to perform an attack, okay? And you also get 10 movement speed, an additional 10 movement speed while this song is playing.
Okay.
And so as the music shifts and picks up speed, you feel invigorated. And that's going to bring us back around to May at the top of the order.
Can you remind me where my enemies are right now?
Right next to you. One on one side, one on the other. Yep.
Can I, so my gun is jammed, eh?
Yes.
You have to use one. You basically have to give up an attack this turn to clear the jam. So you only get to shoot once this turn.
But my team is in, like, decent health right now. I mean, we're doing okay, right?
Well,
doing great.
You can't really ask that question as a player, but I will say that nobody on your team is like bleeding out. You know, nobody's down. Nobody looks super worse for wear.
My like heart wants to just go into storytelling mode, and it's like jammed, and May is frustrated, and May is not super battle worn even though she is a gunslinger, and I just imagine her looking up at her enemies, taking a step back, and just like panic throwing this jammed huge gun at them, just like ah, and then like running away.
I fucking love that. Roll an
But
attack.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck it. Here, this is what you want to do. We'll play the game. You roll an attack with your proficiency, please. This is funny. I like it.
Cool. Did it pop up for you?
Let me check. Sorry, I pulled that away.
Yeah, she rolled a 5.
Yeah, she rolled a 5. Okay, with the 5, the attack itself is not successful.
Wait,
But I will.
Dwayne.
But I will say.
Dwayne.
Yep.
She has bardic inspiration.
Yeah, but an 8 is not gonna. A 5. I mean, you can use it, but 5.
That's 5. That's 5.
plus
That's
8.
5. No modifier.
Okay. With the modifier, it's 8.
Okay,
So-
you're right. It's kind of a long shot.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but without telling you the answer, the odds are not in your favor. So yeah, you throw this weapon, and I will say, had this weapon hit this thing, it would have hit with weight. Even though I know you said it's light, I imagine because magic, as soon as it hits an enemy,
everything in
it's
it.
heavy. Like, it becomes the kitchen sink that you're throwing at them. I kind of like that weird magical gun that we've built. So you throw it, and so it misses. It's able to get out of the way. So now you hear the clank, clank, clank as your rifle lands on the other side of the monster.
I do want to read the comment on Eric speaking about the weird magical silly gun. Zeeb said it was jammed with actual jam, like she had to spend a turn wiping jelly off of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. The one next to Darling that is like not good at all. You know, it sees a snack where its snack is, and it's gonna take a bite. Darling is now the and it doesn't help that she's got music blaring from her wrist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does a 15 connect?
Yes, it does.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. You're going to take. Oh. You're going to take 30 force damage.
30?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess who's down?
You go down. You go night night, and this thing is like chomped on you, and it looks invigorated. Hey, darling. So it's your turn, and if you remember correctly, you're gonna roll your death saving throw, and then you're just gonna send it to me.
I think you mean at the start of her turn, she's healed for 1d6 for being in my healing spirit's range.
Oh, hey, check that out. See, Shane, remember when I told you to tell me when that heals? Good job. You get a 1d6 heal. You don't have to roll.
I can roll the d6, right?
Yeah,
Or
you
is
can
it
roll a
Shane?
d6.
Sure.
Okay.
You control your fate. Kind of.
Just a 1.
Just a one.
All right, with a 1, you're laying prone, but you're back. So, what do you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna... I'm still being chopped on.
You have lyrical alacrity on you as well, I believe.
You do. You're being chomped on, but you're not grappled, so you can stand up, which is half your movement speed. So that's 20. And now you're back to 20 with 1 HP. I hope these things don't explode.
That's my action. I get another action because of the
No.
musical thing.
Standing up is your movement, girl.
Oh,
not your action.
Oh, so no, I'm gonna disengage with the one action, back the fuck up, real pissed-like, back up 20 feet, as far as I can go, please and thanks.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm just gonna pick the one that just chomped me down, and I would like to cast the third level spell, please. Thank you.
So if you
can I do
use your
that?
action as disengage, you can't cast a spell.
I can't, even though I have
No.
the weird musical thing that gets
No,
my bonus
no,
action.
because that's
as
just an attack.
Okay, just an attack. Then I'm backed up here. Goodbye.
Okay. Got it. Next up is going to be the other monster. Now that Darling has made herself scarce, I think in its furiousness, it's gonna go for the big panda man because it's closer. It's an easier target, and it's gonna take a bite out of you. It's gonna try and take a bite out of Crime.
I'm a
that
criminal.
does connect. It's gonna do considerably less. 3 force damage. Terrible roll. And that's its turn. So then we come back around to Gus. Gus, you got this one in front of you that bit you, and then you've got the other one that is like much weaker. Now it just took a bite, and it looked like it felt invigorated, right? But
Yeah.
it's still definitely bloodied, if that makes sense, Shane.
DM Marmu, I've come to bargain.
Uh-oh. All right, let's do it.
I get this turn. I can wild shape as a bonus action. You get my next turn.
You want to do... I see. I will take this deal. However, in order for the deal to take effect, let's bring the dice into it.
Let's do it.
You may add your proficiency to this roll,
Hmm.
and you need to roll a d20, and it
Okay.
needs to be a 10 or higher.
Or
You don't get to do it. If you're successful, we make the trade. If you roll less than a 10, then you don't make the trade, and you proceed
Turn
to take
is-
your
turn
turn
is
as normal.
I'll take that bet.
It's just some
Yeah,
randomness in
little,
there.
Little coin flip to it. Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 10 on the die, so plus
Perfect.
proficiency, I'm there.
If it meets, it beats. So shift away.
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn into a crocodile, little panda spotted crocodile.
Okay.
It's one of my new forms, and I'm gonna turn to the one that has bit Darling, and I'm gonna go, "Oi, you fucker! What do I say about biting my sister? You call that a chomp? This is a chomp."
Okay. Roll. Go ahead and roll the attack. Is there any modifiers on that?
No, that's with modifier.
Sorry. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to find purchase. I think you're biting and it's like kind of holding against you, almost like wrestling with you to not be in your maw. And next is Cassie. Cassie, that's what I have you written down here in the notes. Cassiel.
Okay. There's a lot of crazy things going on right now. So I can either gamble or I can protect.
Dwayne, would it have been possible in making my chomp to have moved through my healing spirit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll 1d6 and take one of the heals away.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to switch songs or you want to do harmony on the one that was wrestling Shane or the other one?
And so right now, neither of these creatures are looking super
no, the
defeated,
one
right?
Shane is wrestling looks really bloodied.
Got it. Man, this is tough. Decisions are what make things fun, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. Only when they work. I think I'm gonna take a stab at it. I think I'm gonna throw a harmony at the creature that Gus is
Alright, let's do
in cahoots with.
It fails, so roll me a 1d6.
I need to do something about these dice. I know this is fine because it's a table, but I rolled a 1. Just the feeling of rolling a 1 like 3 times in a session is not great.
With a 1, it's going that target will have disadvantage on its next attack. Sorry, disadvantage on all of its attacks next turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I lied because it has to tier up. This is the first one, so it's just the next attack. The tier up will be all the attacks in this.
Still good. I mean, yeah.
No, that's great.
It's good enough for an alligator or crocodile to do something to it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
May, your turn. You are gunless, but you are in the middle of the fight.
So, do I have to disengage to equip a different weapon, or can I just, like, whip out one of my axes?
No, you just whip out an axe. It's a free action.
Cool. So, I do that, and I swing at one of the ones next to me.
The one that Gus is wrestling?
The one that Gus is wrestling with my axe.
Yeah, roll an attack. Yeah, that hits. Absolutely. So roll damage. And you roll another attack, too, because I assume you're going to attack twice.
Yeah, because it's a 1.
Two attacks. So let's roll that next attack. Both hit. So go ahead and roll me. You know what? Tell me how you kill this thing.
Okay, so picture this. This thing's like
naked.
This thing's like super bloody, and I am like desperate. My gun is on the ground. I am like beaten down, and I am like reaching frantically and come out with these axes. And the first one I just like desperately throw, and it hits its mark, and I look down at it, and I'm just like in awe of myself, like, oh my god, I can't believe I hit it. What if I hit Gus? Like, this could have gone very badly. And I realize that, and I like kind of run and leap and aim like even better for the second one, and it just goes like dead center in its forehead. Like, it looks up like, and it just, the axe comes at its forehead like.
Yeah, and so you do. You're coming down from the sky, and it turns, and it's got this upward creepy grin, and you just split its fucking face in two.
Can I use a free action to speak to kill?
Yeah, please.
Excellent job, baby. You don't know this because you're just getting here. That is a sentient race of people. We'll talk about how to feel about this later.
Okay. Oh, that's hurtful. And next up, that's the one that just died, so it's gonna be Darling's turn.
Cool.
And at the start of your turn, you're gonna get that 1d6 healing.
I'm not in
Oh
the
no,
thing.
you have to go touch it. Yeah, that's right. You have to go touch it. That's right.
Yeah. I don't want to touch it right now. That's too close to the enemy. Third level spell, please and thank you. I'm just gonna be like, nope, can't go over there. Fan it, like just fan it away. Music, fuck it, just go. Don't want it.
And what are you? Third level dissonant whispers? Is that what you said?
Yes, please.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Got it.
14.
No, it fails entirely. How much damage does it take?
20 psychic damage.
Let me see where it's at. Oh, it is real bad. It runs away from you at 30 feet. So it goes 30 feet past everybody. But it is like limping away. And it kind of turns on its heels, ready for its next turn to come back at you guys. But it is awful. It's in a really bad spot. Which now it's on its turn. It can't make it to you. It goes after May, right? May just fucking took its friend down. So it runs up to May and is going to take a bite out of crime. Oh, and it hits. Cool. But it only does 4 force damage as it bites into you. You can tell it's getting kind of slow, sluggish. It's still ferocious, but you can tell there's not... The wind is out of its sails, so to speak.
Do I get an attack of opportunity? Do I get that now?
Nope.
I'm just gonna keep asking till I get it.
Yeah,
maybe he'll
that's
have
fine.
pity and give me one. Who knows?
We'll do a job of helping you out with that. Next is Gus. One left, Gus. Oh, you don't have a turn. I get your turn. What does the crocodile have any cool abilities related to like locking people down or anything like that?
If he chomps somebody, they're grappled. Yeah.
Gus, you attack May.
Fey deal when I said you get my turn.
Yeah, you just turn and bite her. Out of like crocodile ferociousness. Go ahead and bite May. Roll an attack. You can do it all.
Alright.
Little PvP. Boy, doesn't Gus get to unpack this emotionally later?
Yeah.
I rolled a 15, which is one less than my wife's armor class.
Yep, so you miss. I think May is able to, like, I don't know. I think she just boops you on the nose. You go to bite her, and she just bonk, and kind of gives that crocodile. Like,
Sorry, love. You know how I get when I go reptilian.
It's not even like a fist boop. It's more of like a like
mom
open
hand?
palm, almost like
yeah.
like if he got closer, it would have been a slap, but it was just he stopped himself just close enough that I went.
Nice. I love it. Cassiel, your turn.
That's great. I'm gonna try Harmony again.
Yeah. Roll a d6.
3.
With a 3. Alright. Now, so with a 3, what this means is when this monster moves around, people can take an attack of opportunity when it enters their threatened space, not only when it exits it.
That's pretty cool.
So, that is really cool because, like, if it were to move around, it would enter people's attack of opportunities pretty easily. So that's
I like
what that one will do.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, cool. So next up is May. You're at the top of the ladder. What do you do? One left. Looking real weak.
Okay, I am confused. Clearly, Gus just came after me. I had to bip him away. I turned back and faced my enemy. I have one axe in my hand, people. And I throw it at him. Throw it at him one down.
Yeah. Yeah, roll an attack.
It is a 22? Question mark?
Yes, it is 22. So it hits. Well, hold on. It's thinking. Oh, there's hand axe damage. So what's that damage? 1 plus your strength. So that's what? 3, 4 damage. Yeah. So you throw this axe, and it connects. And it's kind of stuck in it, and it's like kind of moving, kind of. It's still alive, but there ain't much left to this guy.
So
A stiff breeze knocks it over. You get another attack.
nice. Okay. I have another hand axe that I can whip out.
Okay, good.
Gee. I'm gonna throw that bad boy. So you know that's what
That's what you do.
May's go-to panic move is throw axe.
That's
Throw
my class,
shit.
axe slinger.
Yeah, that one's gonna miss though. So you're overconfident at this point. You just chuck it, and darling, I think you kind of do one of these like ducks, like oh shit, like as it flies past you. And so that's gonna end your turn, unless you want to move around at all, darling.
Darling? I haven't-
May.
Oh, why call my wife darling, fucker?
It's not Valentine's Day.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, if I could back up after those two that failed attack, if I could be like, back away just a little bit, that'd be cool. Like facing
back
them,
up.
just like walk backwards.
Yeah.
Like,
You're able to do that.
That's probably the next one.
Next up is darling.
I'd like to. Is this thing within 30 feet of me? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
I'm just gonna try and chuck a little flame ball at it. I don't want to get close.
Yeah, you throw fire at it. Roll an attack.
That's a 9.
You throw this fire at it, and it splashes across its back. But it didn't do what it needed. It's this thing's turn.
I'd like to back up some more. I've movement.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Back up like another. Let's back up about 30 feet. Just keep on going.
Yeah. So yeah, you're 50 feet away from this thing now. And Gus, you're the only thing close to this thing.
All
In
right,
crocodile form.
I'm gonna give him a chomp. I reckon.
Well, it's not your turn; it's its turn. So it's going.
All right, I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
get
take-
chopped. I reckon.
Well, not necessarily because it has.
My
disadvantage.
armor class is 11.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're gonna get jumped.
I am a crocodile.
Did it enter his threatened range?
Did he enter my threatened range?
No, because you were already right next to it when you tried to bite it. It doesn't have to move to attack you.
Understood.
You are gonna take. Why am I rolling that? No wonder that's wrong. I was like, I rolled 2d10 instead of the bite damage. Sorry.
But I thought I dissonant whispered it away. It ran away. It came
no,
back.
that was the
May
other one,
attacked
right?
it. No, May it killed the first one.
I killed the first one. That's why it attacked me, because it was so angry.
Man, I got lost here. That's not good. I'll give you the attack of opportunity because I lost it. So go ahead, take it.
All right, I'm gonna chomp him.
And then if it survives, then its attacks will take place.
Well, I rolled a 1, so it survives.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go back to rolling damage.
Never mind about
right.
the attack of opportunity.
You're going to take 9 piercing damage as it bites into you.
My gator health, no. Sorry, my crocodile health.
Your crocodile. All right, now it's your turn. Gus.
All right, now I'm gonna chomp him in this time. I mean it. Oh, I'm tired of fucking around. I rolled another natural 1. That's statistically unlikely. This guy gets to live forever. He earned it. Actually, that's Tuk Tuk. I'm leaving. My Australian accent has actually hit its maximum, so I have to go.
Yeah, man, your turn's over. That's it. All right, Cassiel, it's your turn.
Could I shuffle through the healing spirit
No.
with my little gator legs?
No, you can't.
Can I just back up? Yeah, that's the real pro strat. Just back up and go back in, and back up and go back in, and back up and go back in.
No, you're stuck. That's your penalty.
Right. For rolling, that's what I deserve for rolling 2 natural 1s.
It stops your turn when you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I could do something creative, but there's nothing creative there for me.
So at the excuse me, the hopes of moving this along, I'm gonna switch to dominant melody. Excuse me. Which is gonna make me cough. And that's
Single target or group?
that is a good question.
Group gives everybody +3 damage. Single target gives that target +3 damage and +3 to attack rolls. So it gives a better chance to hit and do damage, but you can only do it with one person.
Gotcha.
All right, as the DM from the outside, as the DM from the outside, it's almost dead. May's
That's
about
what
to
I'm
attack
thinking.
next.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that's like a direct missile to take health away, so I just want to compliment somebody in doing the next attack.
I was just telling you from single target or group.
Yeah.
Like single target May, you could make May have a higher chance of hitting, and she has multiple attacks, so it's likely that she'll finish it.
Cool. I think I am going to do. I think we'll give May the single cast dominant melody.
Okay.
Do
So
with that
May
what you will.
Yep. It is your turn, May. You now have an additional +3 to attacks and additional +3 to damage. So you did back up though. So if you want to get close and personal, you got to get back up there with it.
Can I run up to where they were? 'Cause that's where I, threw my gun. Pick up my gun, use an action to unjam it, and then do I still get to attack, or is that like, or do I have to use my bonus action to attack?
So it dodged your gun. So you have to move past it to go pick up your gun, which means you'll get attacked, but you can still pick it up, unjam it, and then shoot. Or you could run up to it and pick up your axes.
No, yeah, I'll run past it.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to take an attack. It misses. It's barely standing as is. It can't even get you.
Yeah, so I get my gun, and I unjam it.
This is really a slaughter. I can't even fight back.
It really is.
Think about this. This is May's first big fight with you.
I've never killed anything before.
She's slowly realizing that she's like kind of a burden here. Like she came in, looked down, saw these weapons, like somehow knew how to use them, and then was like, "Oh shit, I really don't." I'm panicking in the moment. So she's
I
over
like the
here.
idea that you're pulling the jam out of the gun, like literal jam, like that was suggested.
Yes.
And then you're able to attack again.
Yes. And then I pull it up and I'm gonna attack with that.
Yeah.
So
If you hit it, you'd kill it, essentially.
And she can't miss because she has Bardic Inspiration and +3.
It's really unlikely.
Sorry, it just
Anything
takes
but a
a
one.
second to say
Anything but a 1.
It's okay. I don't know that it's that low, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, you hit it, you kill it. Tell me how it dies.
it does a pitiful death. Like
Shane,
at this
I'm
point-
aware. It's fine.
I'm slowly coming to the realization that it is like, what? What is this fucking?
No, don't worry about me. Dwayne thinks he knows what I'm laughing at, but I'm doing my own thing.
Alright.
Okay. Anyways, this sad creature is now keeling over dead, and I am realizing it's an animal creature.
Yeah, you blast this fucking gob of junk in your blunderbuss, and it goes down. I think like as you see it fall forward, there's like dinner knives and forks and shoved in its back as it falls forward. And that's it. You win. You've solved the creepy Geosblom monster fight.
The murdering 2 adult humans.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and that's where we're gonna end this episode.
Really got to learn a lot about May in this episode, if I'm being honest.
We did.
The chain of events there is incredible in my brain. It's like, try to shoot, jammed, throw gun, go axe crazy, smack crocodile Gus away, get more axes. It's like,
am so bad at this technology, and I just am using May's like naivety and like lack of battle experience to cover up my ineptness at rolling fucking dice in D&D Beyond. I'm losing it.
It's a fun take on it.
It's great. I enjoy it.
Cool. Shane, it is your job, and we are real fucked up with like our charities.
Give more money to the donkeys, bro.
All right, donkeys it is.
Donkeys. Remember that time all the students went on a donkey kick, and the roll for humanity was donkeys for 6 months in a row.
All right, well, we'll fix it because we're just gonna roll donkey.
Just donkey.
We're gonna roll the donkey for the rest of January, so that'll be next episode too.
Okay,
I've got it fixed now.
Donkeys.
So roll it. Your fucking dice.
It's a 5, bro.
Yeah.
$5 more dollars. I don't even feel bad for slow rolls because the donkeys get them all.
Oh, that is fucking great. Okay, so it is my responsibility. It is my pleasure to now get to like tell you a dumb dad joke. And here is it is a two-parter, so it's not quite like a statement and answer, Shane. So I'm gonna do part 1. You can try and smash part 2. I caught my son chewing on electrical cords, so I had to ground him. Well, no, there's another part coming.
No, I get it. That's because he's grounded. Because like he's.
Well, the second part is he's doing better currently, and now conducting himself properly.
Wow, that's a zinger. That's got multiple.
That's a lot of electrical puns in there.
Yeah, slaps. I'm a fan.
Shane, tell me a dad joke.
Yeah, sure thing. Where'd it go?
Avon, tell me a dad joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
No bell.
No bell who?
There's no bell. That's why I had to knock.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. All right. Jen, tell me a dad joke.
I'll keep the theme going from last episode. What do you call a fake noodle?
Impasta.
An impasta. That is correct.
Nice. Nice. Shane, tell me a dad joke.
You ever tried to eat a calendar?
I've heard
Sure,
this.
it's time consuming.
Yeah. That one's a good one.
I changed it up
and
from
last,
to keep you off my trail.
but not least,
There's only one thing I can't deal
You
with,
forgot my wife's name. I'm gonna get you.
and that's a
Go
deck of cards glued together.
all right, Jen, since Devin is not here, as we always say,
Now including asbestos.
we love you. Bye.
Come on, let's go. Sorry. Now without asbestos is just as good. Are we gonna buy it? We're just gonna leave it on that? That's it? Alright.
Well, that was the second time I did not say the goodbye tagline.
Do you feel dirty?